Presumption that statutes are valid. This means that the courts will always assume that statutes are valid and were made within the limits allowed to the legislation by the Constitution, and these statutes do not violate the Constitution itself. Now, the constitutionality of a statute is examined only where there is a particular need to do so or someone specifically challenges the same. For example, if the government makes a law that all forests should be cut and factories should be built on that land, and a suit is filed in a court by some person saying that he is eligible to get land for a factory and the government did not allot any land to him, then the court will examine and decide on that aspect only. As per the new law, was this person eligible to get the land? Why was he not allotted the land? And what is the relief that can be provided? The court will work with the assumption that the legislature has passed a valid statute. However, if someone files a suit or a PIL claiming that the law itself is unconstitutional, that is when the court will look at the constitutionality of the law. In a 2022 judgment, the Supreme Court laid down some explanation for this presumption. It said that statutes made by a competent legislation are valid till they are declared unconstitutional by a court of law. If a statute is declared unconstitutional, it will be as if it is not there at all, which means that the legislature cannot amend it or repeal it because it is not there, it doesn't exist. Only a new law can be passed. If some actions or transactions have happened in the past under the law that is later declared to be unconstitutional, then the court can choose to let those actions or transactions stand and overrule the legislation prospectively only and not retrospectively. If the declaration of a law as unconstitutional is leading to some injustice, then the court can provide relief. For example, if a person paid the government a large sum of money for getting the forest land allotted for a factory, and later that law itself is declared unconstitutional, then the court can rule that the government should refund the money and also pay interest on the money.